Hi, and hello. So I was thinking, well, as I mentioned in my title, I woke up feeling pretty shitty about myself this morning. So, and then I thought, what? That is very likely to happen to many of us. And I thought, I'm going to come here and share my thoughts with you on what happens. So, um, sometimes when we really want something and we're so focused on this outcome, everything evolves around that. And it's like we forget to be in the moment and to enjoy whatever we have because we're focused so much on what we don't have yet. And that creates a sense of scarcity, of lack, of frustration that actually is going to postpone what you want even more. And even though we understand this on an intellectual level, emotionally, if we're not really grounded and we are not doing certain, let's say, ritual where we remind ourselves what is it that we want to feel on a very consistent basis, then we can get lost in the process. So what did I do? So I woke up feeling shitty, as I said, and then I thought this is not how I am meant to feel like, and this is certainly not going to help me get closer to the outcome that I want. So then I decided to start doing some, inner work and get back to my sense of inner balance and sense of self. So what to do in that? What to do when this happens to you? So it's about reminding yourself where you are at an energy point of view in your vibration. So if you feel frustrated, you're not in the right range of emotions, right? So as Abraham Hicks says, when you are recognizing in which level of emotions you are, in which frequency, instead of feeling ecstatic immediately, you can do it incrementally. You don't, if you feel shitty, you can't feel excited in 2 seconds. You need to work through the scale of emotions. So it's about doing something that is going to help you feel somewhat better and gradually increase your state. Or you can try to, I don't like the word try really, but you can do, let's say, some sort of ritual or process that you have in place that is going to bring you to a state that you are more comfortable with. And oftentimes it is recommended to then focus on what it is that you desire and feel that you're already there. But what if when you visualize this, you actually feel sorry for yourself because you're not there yet? This is not the right way to do either, because you need to then bring back your emotions to a state where you're happy and content, whether you have what you desire or not. And this is what the tricky part is, because if you want something so badly, it feels like everything that you do is focused on getting that outcome, and then you become dependent on the outcome. So what's the solution? What's the tricky part? So you have various advice everywhere out there. Some Abraham Hicks would recommend you to go and take a nap. Some other people would take you to take your mind off. So it's about that detachment thing that people talk about, which is not making your life dependent on that particular outcome. It's the same thing as if you really think you need that client because you need that stream of income. Well, no, you don't need that particular client. It's about knowing that the flow of income that you desire will come to you. Or friends, if you feel like if your friends desert you or don't are not there are not there for you, that you are feeling lonely. No, it's about knowing that you always have support, and it can come from various sources. So once you have this inner knowing that whatever you are desiring is going to come, because you are going to manifest it, then you will be able to relax. And it's when you relax around what you want that you're going to allow it to come quicker. So is that really easy to relax when you really, really want something? Not really, but that's the trick. And it's really not about relaxing, even though this is the external physical expression of the fact that you know it's coming. So the real answer here is, it's about having this inner knowing that you're going to get it. And oftentimes I've realized in my own journey that even though I was very focused on a certain outcome, I would go into complaining mode with myself, not necessarily complaining with others, but being in that state where I feel sorry for myself because of all of this that I've done, and still I don't see the outcome that I really desire. It's almost as if I'm losing faith in myself. And once you identify this, so you need to go back to your core self and have that sense of inner belief, that sense of knowing that you are going to get it, because you know. This is that inner knowing that you carry with you all the time, no matter what is happening in the outside. And this is what carries you. This is what attracts to you whatever that you desire and want. And that level of inner knowing is really the differentiator between what you between those who get what they ask for and those who are struggling to get. So that sense of belief that you're going to get what it is that you desire is going to be the differentiator in terms of the timing of what it is that you asked for. I hope this makes sense for you. This is something really that I talked about before in various other lives when I talked about what is faith. You know, because then it's about what is inner knowing, is that sense of belief that you're going to get what it is that you ask for. And then if you sense scarcity in your energy, in your vibrations, your job is to do that inner healing and go and soothe and heal and clear the trauma that created that sense of scarcity in the first place. Obviously, you can work on yourself or use the help of a professional that is going to get you there quicker. Because like the way I do with my clients, I will see straight away what caused that trauma that created that sense of scarcity and lack in your vibrations, or fear or anxiety. So as soon as you have this in your vibrations, it's challenging to get to that sense of total certainty, but it's not impossible. You know, if you have that deep desired, strong sense of belief that you are meant to get what it is that you desire because you dreamt of it, because you thought of it, because you fantasized about this, because you want it so much, but not in a sense of I'm going to die if I don't get it, but more like this is what I'm meant to have. This is what I'm meant to be. This is what I'm meant to own. This is what I'm meant to live as. And when you are in that state of certainty in yourself, then you are going to see whatever is happening to you as an experience of life, as a way of going through life by having to face your inner demons, which then manifest into these obstacles that you might have along the way. So if there is a sense of a lack of self-worth, you're going to have, I feel, more obstacles to get to what you want, or you're going to have a sense of you get it but you don't keep it, because deep inside there is a sense of very low self-esteem or lack of self-worth. So all of that, if you don't know what's happening, obviously you're going to feel disempowered. But the more you learn about what it is in your vibration, that you do the healing work, and then you progress in your life, the more empowered you're going to feel. And you're going to be an inspiration for others, because you're going to break through whatever it is that were your inner demons, and then manifest what it is that you desire. And when you're doing that, when you're in that mode, you actually vibrate a certain light, a certain energy around you, that becomes like a magnet for other good things to come to you. So this is something I went very deep very quickly, but obviously I'm talking to those who want to get to the truth of what it is that is still holding them back, or how to get closer to what they want. So for example, personally, when I was going through my very intense healing journey, and I'm still not finished, because I believe it is an ongoing journey. And I'm not saying like you still need to obsess every single day on what it is that I need to heal next. No, because your job is to actually focus on what it is that you want, and be present as well, so enjoying the moment. So my thing in my own healing journey was that when I was receiving the healing from my colleagues, from my peers, they saw a lot of lack energy, scarcity energy, that I didn't really feel straight away or inherently, but that was a part of me through my, let's say, family lineage, or through whatever I picked up around me. But it was still my job to do this healing work and get in touch with that vibe, with that emotion, with that energy, in order to release it and remove it from my field. It took quite a while, and it's something that we owe to ourselves to do. So to close the circle of when I started, I talked about what to do when you don't feel good about where you are. Realize that you're not on the right path by being that way. So get that awareness, and then ask yourself, what can I do to shift my vibrations? Like, for example, I decided today to just go out and get a coffee outside, because I felt I needed to change my vibes, my energy, and just that little thing that I did actually helped me to reassess a few things and get into, like sometimes when you do these things, like new ideas come, and you get into a different state and you get more inspiration. So whatever it is that you need to do, whether it's going for a jog, or have a chat with someone, or write journal, or just whatever it is that makes you feel good, go and do this to bring you back to that state of feeling connected with yourself, and have that inner knowing that whatever you desire is yours. And if you have still doubts around that, so it's your job to work through this, and not to depend on others to confirm this for you and to validate it for you, because this is something that also I've learned to do, and I'm still reinforcing. It's that sense of validating myself and confirming it to myself, because I used to have that tendency to want to have it validated externally, before I validated inside, even though I felt I was not doing it, but I was. So it's about becoming also truthful with yourself in order to be able to progress. So now, this is something that is very important, and I encourage you to become more aware of your state, to become more aware of how you handle your emotions, and because your emotions are driving everything else in your life, whether you know it or not. Your energy is creating your reality, and it doesn't mean that you're the one who were at the source of these frequencies or that state. Like sometimes you can be influenced by external circumstances. You know, someone said something to you, you absorb someone's energies, or someone was very you attracted some negative stuff. I mean, not really you intentionally attracted, but you're the recipient of some negative stuff that is not yours. It can be anger, it can be anything. It can be something that is actually blocking your path, that someone else kind of injected in your vibe, either intentionally or non-intentionally, but either way, that you were the recipient of that. So it's your job to clear your path, clear your vibe, up your energy, so that you can finally move on and progress. And whatever happened, why it happened, well, there are various reasons, but your job is to keep vibrating at a high frequency in order to move forward and be the light in the world that is going to lighten up your path, but also others, as a knock-on effect. Okay, so that was my message this morning that I thought I would share with you. And you know, I thought I'm going to do that as well whilst I'm on live, because apparently in YouTube you can have videos where you can be paid for opening boxes. So maybe I'm going to have more views if I'm opening that box in front of you in YouTube. What do you think? Okay, so I ordered this not long ago because I thought sometimes when I do my lives, let's see, when I do my lives, it could be optimized. So do you have a guess of what it is? So hopefully by then my views have increased on YouTube, or maybe not. Have you heard of the ASMR videos? You know what? I am thinking of creating some of those videos as well, where you actually do nothing but just make funny noises, and you get views. Or actually maybe read some stuff. Okay, as you can see, I'm not very good at opening. No, I am. Okay, so what is it? Have you guessed? All right, so this is, ha ha ha, it's a light ring, so that I have more light when I am talking to you. Okay, I will figure out how this works, because sometimes I feel like my room can be a little dark. Oops. So, wow. Oops. Okay, so I still need to figure out how this works. And, yes. And so I will be able to have more light in the videos. Yay! Cool. Nice. Okay, so, alright, so that was today live when it comes to how to change your state, in a sense, when you are not in the right place. So I encourage you to continue to do the inner work and not to give up on yourself, because it's about being committed, right? It's about making sure that you take care of your energy, of your vibrations, because this is at the center, at the heart of everything, of how your journey, of how your day will go and how quickly you're going to receive. So it's about learning to be in that acceptance mode. And again, it's about learning to enjoy what you have, expect that it's coming because you know it's coming, it's inner knowing, and at the same time not feeling like your life depends on it, because that creates a push as opposed to a pull. Okay, so I'm going to wish you a beautiful rest of the day, and I will see you in my next video. And happy manifesting! Bye bye!